Welcome back, Motorheads. This is Project Truck Finds on Facebook Marketplace. This week we take a trip through Arizona. First, 1977 Ford for $4,800. This one here is rumored to run and drive great, and also rumored to be a North Dakota truck. Now, if this truck truly is a 77, it doesn't have the right grill and stuff. That's a 78 newer grill. But overall, the picture of the truck actually looks pretty dang good. I actually think it's in really good shape. Looks to have a good tailgate even still. Well, that's kind of hard to find because usually they're all beat up, banged up. Interior could be a little cleaner, but hey, it is a 1977. What do you guys think of the truck, and what do you guys think of that price? Leave it in the comments. Next, 1984 Ford for $3,000. This one here is rumored to have a 302. Says it runs a little rough, but does run and stop. This little truck actually appears to be pretty complete. And the body doesn't look to be in too bad a shape from the pictures here. Now, of course, look at the pictures. You don't really see what's lying underneath the paint, but for the pictures, it photographs well. And I think $3,000 is a pretty reasonable price for what these things are going for right now. What do you guys think of this little Ford here? Leave it down in the comments. Would you give him $3,000 for it? Next, got a 1960 Chevrolet for $6,500. Not much information here other than it's a manual with a supposed 80,000 miles, which I don't think it's got 80,000 miles. I think it's got a lot more than 80 on it. But however, this truck actually does look to be in pretty good shape. The body looks to be fairly straight on it. I don't see anything in the pictures that are sticking out that the thing's a big rust bucket or anything. And if it's a Southwest truck, this might be pretty solid, but I still don't know about that price. Next, got a 1965 Ford for $8,000. So this is a project truck. It still runs very strong and has AC. $8,000 or best offer. Well, I guess if you're looking for a lifted four-wheel drive project, this might be right up your alley. From the pictures, the truck actually doesn't look to be in too bad a shape. Looks like it does got locking hubs and everything up front there. Still don't know about that $8,000 price tag, though. Next, got a 1978 Ford Ranchero for $5,500. Seller says this one here is pretty complete. Will need work, runs, drives, stops. Great project to clean up and make it great. Well, for $5,500, you clean it up. I mean, hell, for $5,500, you can at least come with a detail, correct? Am I the only one who thinks that? However, the old Ranchero doesn't look to be in too bad a shape. If you're into them, Rancheros are really not my thing. But a lot of people like them, and a lot of people make pretty cool rides out of them. What do you guys think of the Ranchero, and what do you think of the price on this one right here? Leave it in the comments. Next, 1973 Ford for $5,400. Here we got Nomad Edition. This one here's got 390 and a 4-speed. Actually, this is one of my favorite trucks on the list today. I really love this thing with the camper shell on the back of it. It looks like it's been sitting around somewhere in a garage, maybe a little bit outside, but it's like been stuck in a little time capsule somewhere. It looks really good. It looks to be pretty original. Definitely love the way this truck looks. What do you guys think of this one here with the old camper shell on the back of it? This thing here brings back fond memories for me. Maybe that's why I like this one here so much. What do you guys think of this truck, and what do you think of the price? Leave it in the comments. Next, got a 1972 Ford for $5,000. Seller says this one here runs good, just don't have time for it. Says please reference the last picture for any information to what was done to the truck. However, that picture wasn't there with the rest of the pictures of the truck. However, the truck actually does look to be in pretty decent shape. A little rough around the edges, but I think this might be a cool little truck to put a little bit of money, a little bit of time into. Look like they got some money into the engine there, like they've done some things. What do you guys think of it? Next, 1966 Ford for $10,500. This one here is going to be a roller with no motor, no tranny, no interior. Does have a nice body with True Fire paint job. Now, if you got you a good built motor and transmission, just sitting around looking for a vessel to put it in, this might be a good buy for you since all the hard work's done, all the body work's been done on it, and it's got fresh paint on it, looks like. This thing has also been tubbed. This might make you a pretty good hot rod. Now, $10,500, I think it's a little steep. Next, a little 1929 Ford for $5,500. This one here is rumored to have a matching numbers engine and frame with it. Now, these little trucks here make very cool little hot rods. I've always thought so. A lot of guys take and make roadsters out of them. I don't care for the roadster version of these. I prefer it with a truck cab myself, but, to each their own. Now, for $5,500, it's a little high in my opinion, $5,500. But if you're really into these trucks, $55,000 might be right for you. What do you think? Next, 1967 Chevrolet C10 for $15,000. This was rumored to be a factory AC truck. It has a 69 350 in it, also with a 4-speed, has a 373 rear end, which is a very good highway gear. Makes it very drivable with that 4-speed. Now, I think he's swinging for the fences on what he wants on this truck right here, because at the end of the day, it still is a long bed and it ain't worth $15,000. Up next, 1964 Ford for $7,000. This one here is also a roller, no motor and transmission. The seller claims it's got a solid body and it comes with some Chevy parts to make it go down the road. Now, no matter how much I dig this truck, because I really do, $7,000 is just way too much money. You can buy them running and driving for $7,000 in just about as good a shape. Now, what do you guys think of this little Ford here? Would you give him $7,000 for it? Leave it down in the comments. I'm just curious. Up next, 1960 Chevrolet for $7,500. Well, according to him, his minor runs in great rust. I'm assuming that's motor runs and it's got rust, but if he had put some better pictures up here, we could have actually seen if it has a lot of rust, because he didn't put a whole lot of good pictures. Either way, not a bad looking truck, but definitely not worth $7,500. He's swinging for the fences and hoping somebody will bite. Next, 1979 Chevrolet Suburban dually for $26,000. This one here is rumored to have a big block Chevrolet 454 with a turbo 400 transmission. This one here's got a whole lot of goodies under the hood and underneath the truck. Now, these old Suburban dualies, they are not everybody's cup of tea. Me personally, I think they're cool as hell. I've always loved them. I had one a long time ago, but I had to get rid of it before I could actually do anything with it. I was really upset about that. Now, this one here is pretty cool. I'm not so sure $26,000 is cool, because at the end of the day, it's still a 79 Suburban. But what do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Well, that's all I got for you today. If you liked today's video, smash that like button, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.